What's up? We are talking about starsavior, and in this video I want to explain and talk a little bit about the journey content. There is a lot of questions about this content, how it works and how can you improve. So let's talk a little bit about this journey and what you need to focus, what you need to bring, what is the resources you can get from this. It's a really important one and some people don't really understand about this. So we're gonna have a look at this one. Alright, so this is the window where you want to start it, and basically the most important thing you want to get from here is the Stellar Archive. So all the progress and all the things you do here, all the benefits, potentials, everything you get will be archived in that Stellar Archive and will give benefits and make your character stronger. Alright, so when you want to play one of these journeys, this will be RNG. If you guys played Chaos Zero Nightmare, will be like a Chaos. If you played like Stella Sora, will be like one of those main runs of the main content. So you want to get some benefits on this Stellar Archive to make your character stronger. So first step, you're gonna start one of these journeys. The moment you complete this, you'll be able to do this on auto mode, so you don't need to go through everything, will be much easier. Alright, so you select the character you want. Okay, let's go with our Ashira. And then you select one of these archives. Okay, there's a difference between this first slot and this second slot. Alright, these archives will be converted to companions that will appear during your journey. Okay, and they'll help you to fight all the battles. Okay, there will be a lot of quests and end quests that are battles, and you need to have those companions to help you to defeat those enemies. So the first slot you go here, so this will be the archive, alright? All the content you do, all the benefits you get will be converted to these archives, okay? And will make them stronger. So at the moment it's a G+, and by the end of the journey it can be a C, B, or even A, okay? So you can see each of them will give you different benefits. So you want to go with one of them, alright? So this will be Anna, and this Stellar Archive will be converted to a companion that will appear to you first. And besides this, they also give you some benefits. As you guys can see, can give me more plus 10 more strength. And now we are going to Naru, which will be our second companion and gives us 10 vitality. Alright, so you can see all of that on the first screen. And each of these Stellar Archives will give you different benefits. So if you check one of them, let's see, we have the potentials. So this one will give you sense of defense, skill of attack. So this one will give you sense of life and skill of life. So these potentials will appear to be activated using these Stellar Archives. So next step you want to do is confirm the Stellar Archives, and then you need to choose your partners. So on this one will be a bit different. This is your Arcanas, and this will be important to all the quests you face, okay? Because as you guys can see, they have different roles. So we're gonna remove all of them. There's 5 different roles, and for different quests, they will require some of these roles. If you have more of these roles to fill, you get more resources, more coins. So you can do the easiest way, which is auto formation, and basically will fit the best arcanas that you have. Especially if you have the same arcana as the character you're playing, you will get special benefits and your character will be much stronger because of this. So just go for the auto, it's the easiest way. There's no need to go on manual or pick the characters you choose. This should work just fine. And then until you finish the first journey, you will not have the option to auto journey. The auto journey is what it is, will be much faster. Just one click, you complete it and you get all the rewards back. If you want to do it manual, will be a bit different. And the first time will always need to be manual. So we're gonna do this on manual just for this guide and for this tutorial. So you go through, confirm, and then you're gonna start. We can shorten on all the events, so you don't need to go and see all the storyline and everything. So this journey consists in multiple turns, okay? So we'll have different turns. Each turn you need to take an action, and action will take one turn. So there's a different actions you can do during these turns. You can do quests, you can rest, you can train. So at this point we are just starting, and you guys can see we have one of 45 turns. So we have 45 turns to take our actions and choose wisely what we want to do. So one of the first things you will see is this bar on the top. So this will be your stamina. whenever you want to train, it will consume your stamina bar, okay? If it's full, the failure rate will be 0%. The more you train, the more you'll consume them stamina bar, and they will increase the failure rate. So we're gonna do a strength training, and we'll increase our experience, alright? But we'll consume our stamina. This will give us more stats, but the next time we go to the failure rate, it's still 0%. But I'm pretty sure if I do one more, at this moment, you guys can see there's a failure rate of 10%, and the more stamina you consume, the increase of the failure will go, okay? And if you guys notice now, the turns are 4 or 45, because we already take 3 turns for the training. And yes, training will be important because we'll give you all of these stats, vitality, strength, and will make your character stronger. And this will help you to do all the quests, okay? So there's different points of the journey that will require to complete some, to fill some requirements, and this will be important. If you can't fulfill those requirements, you will lose and you'll finish your journey right away, okay? So then you will have different quests. As you guys can see, there's a very hard one, basic, easy, okay? And then you will see there's preferred roles, okay? And we can fill one here, and one here. So it's basically the same. The very hard one will be always harder. So always check how much potential points you have, how is your stats. If you feel you are not stronger enough, because you guys can see here, for example, recommended stats, it asks for 12 focus, we only have 10. This one 72 HP, we have 91 vitality, and this one requires 31 protection, and we only have 10 protection. So always check your stats if you have the required stats. If you don't go for it. For example, this one is easy because we have way more than the vitality required. So always keep an eye on that. So this one should be fine. This one should be easy. And then you just need to accept that quest. You can just skip this progress and will be probably achieved. And then we have different items. So this will be up to you. If you want to get all of these effects, keep in mind all of these effects will be archived in your stellar and will be used in a real battle after this journey content, whenever you are using your stellar archive. So depending on your character, if it's a tank, if it's assassin or anything else, those items that you're gonna choose will be different. So we're just going with this one. So ideally doing this on manual, it's much better because you can choose what items you want and what effects you want for your character. And if you guys want to check which is the objective at the moment, you guys can go here to these highlands and will tell you that you need to participate in the basic drill. That's your first objective. And to reach there, you just need to do your training, keep doing your quests. Right now I have an end quest, and this will be on ranks. So the normal quests, the super quests, will be in points, okay? So you need to check with your stats. And on this one will be with rankings, okay? So it'll be according with the rank of your saver. So it asks for rank 2, rank 4, rank 8. We are rank 7. So just to play on the safe side, we are going with this one. And if you've not done this yet, you need to go to you start quest and you do the battle manually. But if you are confident enough and your team is strong, you can just skip the battle and do it right away. And then we have another equipment that we got. It also increases the stat of your character. Now it decreases a little bit. So the lower the stamina, the more important is to rest. And then time to time you will get this trade option, okay? So this trade option is really good because it will provide you extra effects. So if you have enough money to buy all of these, just buy all of them, okay? Because they will be really good for you. So this one will give you training experience focus, and this one will give something more. So I usually buy everything if I have enough gold coins, because this will make everything easier, will make your character stronger. And then this is the important point. So this is the objective, which is complete the basic drill. So again, you can just skip this one if you are confident enough. So it asks for a rank 5, I'm a rank 8. So this should be easy. So you can just skip and we have done the first objective. Okay, so you can skip all of this with the skip features, which is quite nice if you don't want to check all the storyline and everything. And now we can check. So we have completed the basic trial. So the next one is emerge victorious in the hunt trial. So the next one is to complete the hunt trial. So at the moment, if you go to training, we have a failure rate of 99, which means that we really need to take some rest. So when you go to rest, we have 3 different options. All right. So we can, on the first one, we can restore stamina 30 with a low probability to gain harmful journey status. Then on this one, you gain 30 to 5 and condition 1 to 2 restore. And this one, you get 60 to 80, you gain a beneficial journey status, and with a low probability, all harmful journey status removed. So at the moment, we don't have any harmful effects. So the blue ones are good buffs. All right, so we have buffs and debuffs. The blue ones are good. So it means you are getting a buff, in this case, speed increase by 5%. If we add any harmful effect, it will appear in a red color, but we don't have any. So if you add a debuff or harmful effect, it will be important to go to the meditation room to have a chance to restore that harmful effect, and this way become stronger. Otherwise, that harmful effect will affect you on your next fights. But since I don't have enough stamina, I'm going to the highest one, and I also have enough gold coins, so I'm just gonna rest the maximum I can and get the maximum stamina, and this way I can train once again and fight higher challenges. Because the stronger you get, the better stats, the better quests you can do. So on this situation, you can just check the quests first. So we have these 3 quests. So this one requires 150. This one is very hard, gives you 50. This gives you 40 and 40. Okay, so as you guys can see, this one, the more roles you can fill, this one doesn't fill any. So the more roles you can fill on here, the preferred ones, more coins you are getting. So on this one, it asks for 92 strength. So we're just gonna play on the safe side, and we can go back, we go to the training, and we can do some strength training. So you are getting 17, which will be more than enough to complete that one. So we going with this one, we spend 20 stamina and we get one of these swords. So now we are strong, more than enough strong to complete this one. So now they've changed. So now it requires 57 for this one. Oh, this one 49 for focus. Okay, so this will change every day. And we're gonna train our focus, but now it's a failure rate of it's a higher failure rate. So we're just going with this one and complete the quest. So basically, this is what you need to do. You need to complete the quests, do the training. The more training you do, higher quests you can achieve. Of course, all will be hard to get all the trainings and achieve all higher stats on every single training. Okay, so keep that in mind. But your rank will be increased all the time. So as you guys can see, we don't have enough stamina once again. So I'm going to meditate a little bit more and recover the stamina. The stamina, it's between 60 to 80, so sometimes can be lower, sometimes can be higher. And when you don't know which one to pick, you always the recommended one, so this should be easy. So we've reached the point where we have potentials now, okay? So if you remember the ones I just showed to you, these ones will be from your Stellar Archives. So at the moment we unlocked Sense of Defense and Sense of Protection. So you guys can check what they do. So this one will increase your self-defense and this one will increase your effect resistance. So you can learn these ones and these ones will be archived on your Stellar Archives. So will make your character stronger even when you're doing all the other PvE content. And talking about potentials, you can find 3 types of potentials. There'll be the standard one, special and unique. Each one will require different type of characters. The standard one you will find in every character. Then we have the special one that is only for support characters. And then the unique potentials that are exclusive to specific saviors. So now when we pick this one and we learn the Sense of Defense, as you guys can see, it will increase defense by 1%. This will be archived on your Stellar. So where you keep it, you will have 1% more defense when you're doing all the other fights outside of this journey content. And as you guys can see here, when you go to trade, you always can find, besides increasing your stats, these items can also increase your potential points, and this way you can increase even more your potentials. So this is why it's important to be able to do higher difficulty missions, because they will provide you more gold, and this way you can always come here to trade and buy all of these. Alright, so now we are doing our second objective, 14 of 45, which is Ant Trial. Okay, so it requires a rank 9, we are rank 11 at the moment, so this should be easy. We can just skip battle and that's it. So as you guys can see, we unlocked the first companion, which is the first seller archive. And now on the fights, we are not doing the manual fights, but on the fights, you will see that you have a new character helping you on your team, alright? And after finishing the first one, you'll have an option to choose the next ticket to the destination. So the first one, you only have one option, so will be this one. But after this one, you'll have more than one option, and just check which training bonus will give it to you. And also it applies some more bonus and very special effects. So keep in this mind and choose the best destination. So on this one, we only have one destination, so that's what we are gonna take. So as you guys can see, we have now the other character, okay? We have Anna. So this is the seller archive, and this one is giving us the sense of defense and skill of attack, alright? Is the ones we can upgrade on the potentials. And she will also provide some more effects and will help us on all the fights. So for example, this one, it says it gives 30, but we are filling 2 roles. So if we accept this one and we complete, as you guys can see, it gives more because we can fill those roles. And because of this, we get extra gold coins. So always keep that in mind. Even if it shows a less gold obtained, will always be higher because of the roles you are filling. So you are getting extra gold coins. So for example, on this one, it says it's giving you 40, but you're only filling 1 role. But this one is 40 as well, but gives you 2 roles. So we are getting more gold from this one rather than this one. One important thing is to talk about the stats. So all the stats here, it will make a difference the ones you want to invest. So depending on what character you are using on this content, you want to choose the right stats. So for example, on this one, we have a Shira. So she's a healer, basically, okay? So she increases max HP by 10%, and she restores HP of the ally, and also increases self-dual attack chance by 15%. So it's all regarding HP, okay? So this one will grant self and the spell for 2 turns. So this one deals damage. This one will increase all allies, okay? And restore all allies HP. So having strength, vitality, endurance is the most important thing here, because we are not applying any debuff with this one, okay? We're just increasing the speed, self-effect resistance, and a couple of more things, increasing our damage, but we don't have any debuff on this character. So imagine if you are playing with a character that applies attack penalty or something like that, then probably you want to invest something on the focus as well to increase their effect hit. Okay, because you need more effect hit to apply those debuffs. Same thing for protection. If you add a different, like a tank or something like that, where you want to have more effect resistance, maybe you want to invest something on protection, but of course endurance and vitality as well. So all of these stats you're gonna invest, all of them will depend what character you are using, what savior you are using. But the game will always tell you which are the recommended ones, and if you're not sure, you can always just follow this thumbs up and invest on these ones. So the same thing applies for the potentials. So this one increases the self-crit rates, this one increases the self-effect resistance. So we really want skill of life, want more HP, that's what we can get. So yeah, we can increase our max HP, sense of defense, same thing, based on the character you're playing, you want some of these potentials. Okay, so at this point we can choose 2 different pathways. So we have this one that will give us 5% more strength and 5% more focus. And this one will give us 5% more vitality and 5% more protection. So I'll go with the vitality and protection because vitality is one of the main stats I want to get. And now, as you guys can see, the second Stellar Archive joined as a companion. So again, as you guys can see, this one, it's saying gives me 30. but I have 3, okay, 3 of these roles. So if you accept this quest, it gives 60, all right? So if you have more roles, it will give you more, and the higher the quest, the more you are getting as well. So about the stats, another tip about the stats, don't invest on all of them, okay? Focus only on 2 stats, also because whenever you are applying on one stat, it gives you some more on the other one. So for example, endurance will increase your strength as well, but you need vitality and endurance on this one. It depends on each character, so keep this in mind, invest on the right stats, but don't spread all of them, because you're never going to be able to achieve a higher number on all of them. And it's good to have at least 2 with higher numbers, because if you have higher numbers, it means that sometimes when you find the right stats on the advanced quests, you can go for the advanced quests, and this way complete these ones that give you much more gold coins, and this way you can keep buying everything in the trade shop and getting stronger and stronger. So at the moment we are 40 of 45, so we are almost finishing this one. If you have enough gold and you can buy more things, you can always refresh it and buy even more. So at this moment the journey ended, we reached the final turn, so this moment you just want to use all your gold coins, because they'll not be useful anymore. So make sure to use all of them, refresh the shop, and basically, yeah, just spend all of that, because you're not going to use it once again. And then same thing for the potentials, make sure you are investing on these ones, and then we are just going to do the last one, okay? And since you are quite strong, we don't even need to do the battle, and we've finished the journey, all right? So this was the last one, okay? So now we can check all the stuff we got. So we got a lot of potentials, so we can go back here and reinvest on something. And on this one, I'm probably going for the self-protection. And now we have finished our journey. We can see the stats. So now we finish, and all of these will be saved to our stellar archive, as you guys can see here. So we're just gonna skip this one, so you guys can see. All right. So this is the points we got for today. And now this is the archived, okay? So all of this is archived on this stellar archive. And if you guys go here, you guys can see there's all the stats, the partners we used, or arcanas, and then you can just equip it, okay? So let's just equip it immediately. And as you guys go here, yeah, as you guys can see, so we have the different stellar archives, okay? So this is the one we've done just now. I still have one stronger, but you guys can see it increased a lot your stats, okay? So we have 273, 258. So this one we have much more HP, because I invest much more on HP and defense. Same thing here. So flat stats, as you can see, flat stats are much better than percentage, because this one I have 2% and is lower than this one. So, but this is all about the stellar archive. This content is also important to increase the strengthness of your character, so keep that in mind and make sure to do this content as well, all right? So this will help you a lot, okay? Make sure to do all of this content, the journeys. This is why it's important and how you should do it. So for this one, as you can see, she's a supporter. So a support like Ashira, she will be more focused on healing, so having vitality and endurance will be more important. But imagine if we had someone like a attack character, like, let's see, like Muriel. So imagine if we had someone like Muriel, Muriel can apply some debuffs, so she applies attack down. So on her will be important to have stats like effect hit, okay? Because you want to apply those debuffs on the enemy, alright? So depending on each character you're using, keep this in mind. So I hope this video was helpful. Comment below if you have any more questions. I'll keep doing more content about starsavior. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget, leave your like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.